manga?
what's it called? Nah, DB.
Dragon Ball?
That was that was funny though.
But talking about the first uh,
Yeah,
chapter. Tell
that's
Andre to come.
very funny. I don't see it. He's not in the chat.
He just posted about whatever that was.
Yeah, but he would see. He would join if he saw it.
Yeah, Andre usually
Ki-
does.
Yeah, but he did it like 40 minutes ago. He probably went to sleep. I mean, Andre's the kind of guy that likes edgy manga anyway, so
He said it was a decent.
it's not
Decent.
good. I
He said it was decent, man. That's like what, a 7 on Andre still?
mean, he's an edge lord. I don't trust anything he says.
Andre's an edgelord? What do you mean by that?
He likes TG. What the fuck?
Hmm. Did they say they were gonna
Somebody else.
hop over or not?
Who they? No, Shakira went to sleep.
He did?
He went. He has work in like three
Oh, see
hours.
how I'm Lord?
I said Shakir. Shakir went to sleep. He has
No,
work
but
in.
I just said how I'm just hearing this. I was like, oh. Yeah, man. See how I'm really,
Who's upstairs?
see how I'm a cool girl, man. So,
Wesley, you can try to cuck, but I'm always winning. I was born to win
he said,
today.
I don't see it.
I'm just trying to find a way. Yeah, you have to
You have to
accept.
keep sending these invites, I guess, until
Who's that up there? I don't know. I'm turning the light up.
I guess I'll post the link too.
That was funny. That chapter was funny though. An MC named Carlos though. That is funny. Carlos. I would never get over that.
Mm, this is, no,
I'm gonna post all the screenshots. That shit is absolutely funny.
what, the Carlos manga?
Yes, the fact that his name is Carlos is still getting me.
Mm. Carlos is get a lot of action these days. Um, keep saying he's not getting an invite. I don't know. Mm, he keeps saying invitation posted. Like it's not calling him, it's saying posted. Um,
You want me to do
yeah.
it? Rip. Yeah, ask him to check his email. Cause I was gonna just call him from my phone, but I can't do that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh boy. Try it. Try to invite him. I don't know what's going on.
For my phone.
Yeah.
Mm, what call am I at right now?
Um,
People join by link. Add people. Ibrahima. I sent it to him. Did it work?
I don't know.
It's saying it. Yeah, you get. See, I told you.
Man, what was that all about?
I don't know.
Oh no, man.
Uh, who was it that added me? I think it's a Kevin got me in.
Yeah.
There was I.
I
Yeah, I did.
Oh man, so is this the start of something special on Wesley's channel, reacting
yeah.
to the first chapters of Shonen Grace? And
Yeah. I tried to get DC. Let me see if she has one.
see, I'm Red Dragon Ball before.
I don't think she has.
If she hasn't, that would be a cool dynamic. Like three people who
Yeah.
have seen the chapter
Yeah, that's
before,
why.
at least
That's why I
at
want
some
to do
point.
it. Even though she watched the anime, she never read the manga. So.
Mm.
I don't know if
I
I'll
already have
read
an
it.
idea of like the first chapter because like I just know it.
Gucci, 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 please. Gucci, please.
Yeah, it's my. Yeah,
Sometimes.
maybe Dean. Maybe Dean Lee.
No, I don't like him. His art is inferior.
Good. I know the person with the strongest disdain for Dean is Young.
You think
Really?
so? You
Yeah,
Young doesn't like
think
Dan?
so?
Kevin, where have you
You
been?
would think so, Ibrahim.
Wait,
But there is
what?
one who has a strong weakness. I won't say who it is. I'll leave it up to your imagination.
Wesley.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, Wesley. While we're reading, would you be able to screen share like
The
your screen, like scrolling through the chapter?
Yeah, I was hoping you would do that. Although it might get hit with the. I was hoping you were gonna do that. It might get hit with the. It might get the channel flag though.
Oh, really?
Every single page, yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why people like when they do like live reacts to the chapters, like Shonen Jump Captain, SJC, he would like he'd put like a color filter on his.
Yeah, you usually have to put like stuff over it or reverse it. You can't.
you can still get
You can
money.
share like a pages, but you can't go like through every single page. Usually. We'll see.
Yeah, that sucks. Then so
Somebody like I
it's
have
audio only then.
on my channel and on Nooners, like she did it with One Piece chapters, nothing happened. But so we'll see. It'll only just be this video getting flagged if it gets flagged. But I'll see. What is
Oh
that
man, because
noise?
already getting
Yeah,
these
yeah.
annoying pop-ups. So I hope this doesn't run to the chat.
All right.
Anyway,
Siam said she's gonna take a shower and then she's going. If I wanted to, because she cares
we
about. She
gonna go
cares.
not. Oh,
Nigga, bro.
it's the third chapter.
Let's just
Let's,
read. She cares more
All
about
right.
me than
So
you.
let me. So we're gonna read now, right?
Yep, it's up to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. For the people who will, I guess, see this when it's posted, because nobody's watching this right now. This is the beginning of a series with us three right here on Wesley's channel. We're gonna be live reacting to first chapters of notable shonen manga. So, what better one to start with than one of the most prominent shonen battle mangas ever, and one of the most popular anime and manga series in Dragon Ball.
Really?
We're gonna be reading the first chapter, and I guess seeing how we take it now with the modern lens, how we react to it, what snarky comments we can make, if we enjoy it, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's gonna be fun. And we're on Kiss Manga reading this for anybody who wants to know. So on Kiss Manga, it has the Kanzenban.
What manga?
Kiss Manga has a Kanzenban release of it, so you have that nice redrawn cover from Toriyama from like 2003. Anyone have any thoughts on this cover right here?
It's very noisy. Very noisy. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's a new art style. It looks a lot more battle Dragon Ballish than chubby
Mhm.
cutesy Goku stuff.
Yeah, it's like Toriyama's art style changes like twice. Like there's like the post, like there's like the art style change that like he undergoes when he first finishes the series, which is this, and then it changes again, which is like anytime you see him draw now, which is just it just looks weird.
Yeah. I don't mind the art style now. Goku's face looks drastically different from the way it actually looks in the
Wait,
manga.
this cover?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I still like it.
his hair is long more than hair.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
like
the bones on it. One of the most underrated Dragon Ball characters overall. Okay.
we already know you're. I mean, listen, Bulma was still 16 at this time, and we know
Was
we
she?
know your
She
rule.
was, wasn't she? She was, wasn't she? I think she
Yeah,
was
like
16.
16, 17, something like
I
that.
think
Yeah,
she
like
says no. There's a part, at least in the anime, when she was like getting chased by the dudes. And like, how old are you? And she's like 16, and they lick their lips like, just right or something. And they start chasing after.
what's
They
one
say
of them
like
like a
she's an
black dude
adult.
with big lips too? Like,
Yeah, they say like she's an adult or something. And she says like she's 16. They're like, you know,
savage.
in Japan, think so. Think so.
Oh, in Japan, here 16, they're hyped. They're like, yo,
Like an old woman.
hey, let's get it.
Yeah. But yeah,
Um,
I like the background color, the like red and the gray. That was kind of cool.
yeah. They do that with all the Kanzama covers. Like it's like the main like right in the forefront, and then like in the back, there's like another like
Are
strong
we
black.
still on the? Are we still
What?
on
Yeah,
the first
Kevin,
page?
Kevin, do you have any thoughts on the Kanzenban redrawn Toriyama cover from 2003?
Not really.
All right.
Has bone in it.
So we're gonna go to the first page. So
Famous
go
funny
along talking to chimps. It says a long, long time ago, deep in the mountains, city. This is where our fantastic tale begins. Hey, morning. So we see this boy talking to monkeys, and then we get our cover page, Dragon Ball Chapter 1, Bulma and Son Goku. I really like this cover page. I like the paint, but okay, next page.
The motorcycle designs are pretty cool looking.
Yeah, that's just like drawing vehicles in his like own little style. Next
So
page.
I like how you can't see Bone's face except when they touch on the mirror. Like that was a cool
Oh,
touch.
snap. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, that's a cool touch.
It's very
But
professional. The Demons Plan mangaka. Like Toriyama already is about a 4-year veteran in drawing Doctor Slump.
yeah,
Nope.
Doctor
He said the Demons
Slump.
Plan manga.
And the background, but yeah, the watercolors like style
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that it looks
Very
really cool. It looks really cool.
Toriyama's very seasoned. He's
Yeah.
seasoned.
Ooh, this looks very different from the end of Doctor Slump though. Looking at these early Dragon Ball drawings.
Yeah, I'm on the page where Goku's kind of like in a montage stance,
Ah,
throwing up.
Yeah, that's why I'm too.
Kevin, are you fapping? Like, what? Are
He is, man. Little boy, of course he
hmm?
is.
he's like, he's just moaning like every 2 seconds. Like, what? Anyway, so
I will
Goku's
kill you, Ibrahim. No, I'm
Goku
fine.
says, Zudododododo, yeah, and then he throws his log up. He says "de," and then he says "supopopo," and then this is actually not changed. That's actual Toriyama sound effects were English lettering. He breaks these logs up. Yay! All done chopping the wood. Boy, I'm hungry. On the next page, Goku is praying to a ball and says, "Grandpa, I'm gonna go get some food. What should I eat today?" And as the birds chirp in a distance in the wilderness, this young girl gets outside of her car and she's looking.
Lit?
She
These
says,
boys look so different from like what.
I can, I,
This is my
I can
first time
hear.
reading this chapter. I think. I don't think
"Oh,
I've
you've seen it in the
ever.
anime, right?"
Yeah, I saw it in the anime, and
Ye-
I've read random Dragon Ball chapters,
Oh
but I
snap! It's
haven't
so
read this first
cool.
one.
Yeah. Oh,
This is
Wesley hasn't like read the first. That's
yeah,
dope. That's dope.
this is
It's very different. Like
really
the
yeah.
art, the art kind of like
I can
gets
hear the sirens in the background, Wesley.
the art.
Put your
The
hand
art
behind
starts
your
to like
back,
look
nigga.
normal Dragon Ball is Wesley around
Yeah.
the first tournament with Jackie
Yeah,
Chan. But
okay.
like
Because yeah,
everything
this
else,
doesn't look like the standard Dragon Ball art.
nah, it isn't.
It
It's
doesn't
very
even
like
look that similar to some of these look close to Doctor Slump, but some of these, like the panel with her getting out of the car, it looks like someone else drew it. It doesn't look like the Toriyama
this
style
is
that I
very
remember from the
very
time.
pre time skip Toriyama. Yeah. So this mysterious girl who has the word Boma on her shirt. I wonder what her name is. She says it should be somewhere around here, maybe a little more to the west. Oh, to the west. Huh. Is this a journey that she's taking to the west?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that is a kind of thing. But all right. So Bulma's name in reality is supposed to be Balloons, right? It's just like a misspelling that they stuck with in English, right?
I mean, it's one of those things where like
'Cause it's
the
about
translators chose to go with Boma because it sounds better. It's really meant to just be a pun on bloomers
yeah.
because that's old women like underpants.
Mhm.
Guruma. So they could have her name could have been Bluma. It could have been Bloomers. It could have been Boma, and they went with Boma. But
Yeah.
in the
But
fact that it's the
in
fact
reality, it should be like that's like the phoneticization of the Japanese phoneticization of like the word bloomers, right? Just like
yeah, and
underwear. So
not
her
only
name it technically should in English be bloomers, right?
um
Yes,
If they
yes, it should be.
translated it,
Mr.
like
Fusion, he's a YouTuber. He says like it should really be Bluma, but I mean it's whatever.
okay.
What I will say though is changing it to Boma eliminates the name gag and it's lost the joke is lost in translation when Goku's eventually gonna laugh at her name. So anyway, she gets back into her car. She says maybe a little more to the west. It's got to be somewhere. It's got to be around here somewhere. She drives off, and this mysterious boy says, "I just ate a bear earlier. I wonder if there's a tiger nearby." Okay. And then this boy jumps off a mountain and grabs onto a tree branch and launches himself. And then he somersaults cleanly and perfectly onto a log, pulls his pants down, and reveals a tail that is reaching into the water. This fish that's anthropomorphic says, "Hmm." The fish says, "What do we have here? A monkey, a stray cat." Goes after the boy's tail, and the boy is now inconspicuously revealing his small penis.
Mhm.
The boy jumps, and now we have lost full color and have gone to a monochromatic color scheme. Thank you, Shonen Jump.
Not
And
in the version I'm looking at. It's all color.
no, it's still color, but
Oh yeah, yeah, it is one
the
thing.
color palette changes. It's a jump thing at the time. They do this with Yu Yu Hakusho chapters also. Um,
Interesting knowledge.
yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, it's a jump thing. Like
Yeah,
the first
I've
like
seen it
third of
before. Yeah.
yeah, first third of chapter full color, then you go grayscale. Anyway, uh, so this naked penis boy jumps and kicks this fish, seemingly kills the fish. He swims down underwater to
His
grab it.
wristbands for some reason still on. You
Yep,
know what it
because
looks.
you gotta give it that strong punch with your wristband. A big fish, the boy exclaims as he drags the fish back down to his house, and this mysterious woman is bothering this poor boy who's just trying to mind his own business, and she's about to run him over, and she breaks suddenly and says, "You surprised me. Hey, that's dangerous. You monster. You're trying to steal my cat, aren't you?" The boy picks up this car. I won't let you get away with that, and throws the car. Pulls out a staff and says, "Come on, I'm gonna fight you."
She put out a gun.
The
Shot
girl
this
pulls
nigga.
out a Glock.
He said a Glock.
Huh? A
Yo,
weird
that's
fairy.
funny. That's
A
funny.
weird a weird fairy crawled out from the monster. You little brat. Shoots the boy in the face.
Mm.
He says, "Ow, ow. What was that just now? Fairy magic?" No, no way. Why didn't you die, dummy? You think something like that would kill me? My body is as strong as
Wait, hold on.
stainless
Ibrahim, stop for
steel.
1 second. That actually is a Glock, bro.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, she pulled out the clock. So this boy just said that his body is as strong as stainless steel. Fairy, this is the end for you. Wait a second. I'm not a fairy. I'm a human. Huh? A human? Really? Of course, just like you. Look, look. Don't
Why did
move
she
a
have on
muscle.
one? Wait, why did she have on one glove? Did it fall off at some point?
Wait, what? I just realized that.
Yeah.
Let
Is
me.
that a style? Is it the 80s?
I don't know. I'm scrolling up.
No.
She had one glove in the earlier panels also. So I don't know. And maybe
Yeah,
it's a Japanese
she
thing.
still has
Maybe
one glove.
she might have taken it off when she was looking at that mysterious radar that I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Will we ever find out?
Maybe in the next episode of Dragon Ball. So
He's got the Glock by her side.
so this mysterious boy says, a human, really? Of course, just like you. Look, look. Don't move, not a muscle. You're really distrustful. The boy inspects her on all angles. He says, "You seem different from me somehow. You look really,
Soft
you look really soft and weak. Well, of course,
sexism?
you're a boy
Toyama?
and I'm a delicate girl. Girl? You're a girl? What? What a country bumpkin. You never seen a girl before? This is the first time I've seen another human. My deceased grandpa said if I ever met a girl, to be nice to her. This girl responds with a wink and says, "See, you got to be nice to me." So girls don't have tails, huh? As the boy checks out her butt. Interesting. The girl thinks, how stupid. He has a fake tail attached to himself. Does he think it looks cool? By the way,
Except
what kind of monster?
that panel with her saying how stupid, that looks more like the Doctor sent. So,
Yeah, yeah, with the eyes,
maybe.
like the eyes.
Yeah. And you
Mm-hmm.
can correct her
So,
and stuff.
yeah, yeah, that's true. So she says, by the way, what kind of monster was that? Did you catch it? It's not a monster. It's a car. It's a machine made by humans. Uh, so this is a car. I've heard about these. It's great, but it's weak. So this boy clearly is humanizing an inanimate object, and we're already learning that this world has parts of it that are very separated from each other in the sense that this boy doesn't even know what machinery is, but this girl seems to be from an urban area. So he says it's great, but it's weak. Does this mean you came from the city? Yeah, far west from here.
When are
Come to my
they?
house.
When are they gonna throw hands in this manga? I'm gonna do it. With the same
Oh
criticism.
man, come to my house. Since you're a girl, I'll give you some food. You better not do anything weird. Oh boy, you're really strong for such a small kid. Grandpa trained me. He sure is a weirdo, but that power of his could come in really handy. Wait a minute. What a rundown place. Grandpa, look. It's a girl. A girl came to our house. Hmm? This ball is glowing, and this girl says, there it is, the Dragon Ball. She's really excited, and it, it really was here, just like on the radar. Hey, don't touch Grandpa. That's Grandpa's memento. Girls can't touch it. Fine, fine. I guess I'll just explain it to you. Look. And this girl pulls out a second ball to reveal two balls.
Interesting.
Ah, Grandpa, you have two of them? So this boy thinks that she has another replica of his grandfather. She says, these are called Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls? I found one of them in the cell. I found one in the cellar at home and wondered what it was. So I asked a bunch of people, but no one was able to tell me. After doing a lot of research, I found documents that finally explained everything to me. These are called Dragon Balls, and there are 7 in all. They all shine brightly and have stars on them, numbering from 1 to 7. You're right, Grandpa's has 4 on it. That's the Sushinshu, the 4-star ball. The first one I found was the Arushinshu, 2-star ball. I found this one 10 days ago after searching all around the valley in the north, the Ushinshu, the 5-star ball. You're searching for these? Yeah, collecting all 7 is going to be a real challenge. But what are you collecting them for? To make a rosary? I feel like that's a Japanese joke that I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, when you collect all 7, something amazing happens. Whoa!
Yeah, those
After reciting
those are those
the way.
Japanese parodies. Like it looks like
Oh,
Shimmering and stuff like that. Like the, these or whatever. I guess
I
it's kind
appreciate
of a mediocre joke. Unless there's a fun good sunshine.
it. It's just
But
like a slight, like just like
mm,
passing joke.
mm,
All right, so after reciting the magic words when all 7 are together,
mm,
Shenlong, or the god of all dragons, appears and will answer one wish, no matter what it is.
nice.
No matter what it is, huh?
A drawing of
Interesting.
that dragon man.
Yeah, it's very interesting drawing. Uh, yeah, that's awesome. Apparently, the last person to collect the Dragon Balls became king. But after a while, the Dragon Balls all scatter. So now I'm trying to collect them again. Hoo hoo, I already decided on my wish. I was really tempted to decide on an eternal strawberry that never runs out. But it's gotta, yeah.
Nintendo strawberry that never. What does she mean never runs out? Is strawberry like just like
Like she can
eating
just
a
keep biting
strawberry
it.
and over again, and like it
It's just
regenerates?
like a, not, I'm assuming like she just bites it and like it just reforms into like a full strawberry.
No.
Um, so she says, I was tempted to really decide on an eternal strawberry that never runs
This is
out.
cone speak. New York niggas would wish for eternal fucking Tim's nigga.
Tim's
Eternal Sims never run
eternal
out,
Tim's, oh my guy.
never get scuffed.
Oh man, but it's gotta be this one. It's gotta be this a wonderful boyfriend. So this girl wants a boyfriend. Did she reveal her name yet?
No.
Well, that's the gist of it. So hand over the Shushinshu. No, no way. This is Grandpa's memento. Huh? Don't be so stingy. What's the big deal? It's not like you're using it for anything. I got it. I know what you want. Peek? How's this? You can even
That's
touch.
Fatma?
You
that's
can even.
Fatma?
um,
You can. You can even touch it a little if you want. Why do I want to touch your dirty butt? It's not dirty. How rude. And the legendary moment is passed. I got it. Why don't you just come help me search for them? Your grandpa told you to be nice to girls, right? Searching? Staying here forever will be boring, right? Men like you are supposed to travel around the world and train themselves. Okay, but I'm holding on to the ball. Fine, fine, just let me borrow it for a bit at the end. That went perfectly. Out of the wishes made, the dragon balls all scatter off in different directions, so it doesn't matter. This kid will be the perfect bodyguard. Now then, let's start a fun adventure. But how are we going to search the other balls if we don't know where they are? Foo foo foo. I have a reputation for my brains, you know. Although my face is cute too. We'll use this. The Dragon Radar. It's an invention I created that picks up on the subtle energy waves emitting from the Dragon Balls. Look, these three are the ones that we have, and the next one's over there, about 1,200 kilometers to the west. I don't get it. Since you destroyed my car, I'll have to bring something else out. By the way, what's your name? Me? I'm Goku, Son Goku. And you? Buduma. Buduma, what a weird name. Shut up, it's not like I'm fond of it myself. Buduma, he's so annoying. This is why I hate kids. I agree, Bulma. I agree.
No.
What what number was it again? Ah, number 9.
Was that her birth control pill?
Yeah. Imagine like number capsule number 4 was like plan B. She's like, so Bulma
You said Captain number 4 was Plan B. That's funny.
she said what number was it again? Number 9. Yeah, there was actually a part in the Red Ribbon Army where she took her dad's capsules by accident and opened it and it was just
Oh
like
yeah.
porn mags and she got like mad tight. And she was like, no.
Now didn't wasn't one of the pills like a Viagra or some shit like that? I swear to God, that wasn't one.
What?
They were just like
Yeah,
Japanese old
and
man jokes. Like it's all
Right.
like it's all like Viagra and like magazines.
Does Viagra exist at this point? I don't think so.
Japan
Dragon Ball was ahead of its
ahead of its time. Toriyama was a visionary, bro.
time.
I'm really liking this vehicle. So this girl just popped this thing and bam, a vehicle comes out. And he says, "Fairy magic? You really are a fairy, aren't you?" I'm not a fairy.
at this point, DB was pushing drugs, nigga.
No.
Pop a pill, nigga.
I'm a perk, yeah. I'm not a fairy. Everyone in the city uses Playboy capsules. Just hurry up and get in. So they drive away. This is crazy. It goes faster than I can run. Wow. At this point of the series, vehicles were still faster than Goku. And this girl Bulma says, "Don't touch me in any weird places." As the monkey looks on in shock in the corner. So in the next page, you get panels of them driving. 20 minutes later, they're driving across this mountainous area until Bulma breaks, and Goku says, "I can't believe that. Did you see that just now? We flew in the sky." Yeah, well, I didn't think that cliff was gonna be so sharp. I'll be right back. Just wait a minute, okay? What are you? Where are you going? Man, you're really thick-headed. When a lady says those kind of things, it means she's going to pee. You mean take a piss?
No, this is rough.
What
I
happened?
said Goku's rough. The you take a piss.
And Bulma runs off, and she looks funny in that panel. Goku says, "Why is she going that far away to piss? She could have done it right here. What a weirdo." So a shriek happens. Hmm? What now? Maybe her pee-pee was bitten by a snake? Uh, okay.
Ignore the
Uh,
joke.
what happened?
I said ignore ignore the joke.
Maybe her pee-pee was bitten by a snake.
It's like they can be taken so
So
many ways, but look, speaking
a
about black.
pterodactyl, a pterodactyl grabbed onto Bulma and says, "Who the hell are you? Her friend?" I just met Goku says, "I just met her. Are you a friend of hers?"
Mhm.
The way he points, do you see how he's drawn from behind? He looks hilarious.
Yeah.
He said on any block.
Just
Mhm.
look at his arm, yo. Look at his arm pointing. Anyway, the pterodactyl says, "Yeah, I have something to talk to her about. So just wait here, okay?" And Goku seems to oblige, and he's like, "Huh? I got tied up. How long should I wait? It's been a while since I've tasted girl. It's delicious. Hey, what are you doing? Help me! I'm gonna be eaten."
It's been a while since I tasted a girl so delicious.
He said, "Girl's meat." And Goku finally realizes. He says, "She wants me to help her. She should have said that earlier. That monster. But this is a problem. I can't fly."
Toriyama's showing that girls are need to start asking.
Mhm. Wow.
Damn, this is so early. Goku not only can he fly, he has no means of even getting in the air. He doesn't even have the Nimbus yet. So he says that monster. This is a problem. I can't fly.
Wait, the what's this?
I have no
What?
idea. Some word just popped into my head. But
I'm sorry.
so this boy Goku scurries off into this vehicle and says, "I hope I can drive it. I'm pretty sure she pulled this thing here." So young Goku already figuring out how to drive vehicles. He says, "Yay, it moved! Hooray, hooray!" And immediately speeds off and flies into the sky and says, "Just a little more," and in midair jumps off of the vehicle, and he's near the creature, but not quite there yet. So he tells his stick to get longer,
Stick to get longer.
and then
Taste my
after,
super noible.
so now his stick got nice and long, and he used it to whack the pterodactyl in the face.
Very nice One Piece like panel.
One Piece, like what?
This panel with the perspective.
Wait,
Bro, that
which panel?
The one with him like
you know, I
bonking
never
the
realized.
pterodactyl with it.
I
Oh
never,
yeah,
I
yeah,
never, I never, I never realized that inside joke. Like I'm just looking at him like, wow, that's what he's trying to
yeah,
say.
yeah. It's a Toriyama pee joke. Anyway, um, so now he hits the pterodactyl. Bulma is falling. Goku says peace. He throws his stick, lands on the floor,
Hmm.
looks up
It's
as
thick.
Bulma is hanging on his stick, and he says that sure ended well. Bulma is pissing, and she says, "I pee my pants." And the narrator tells us, and so Goku and Bulma begin their great adventure. What lies for them ahead? Get excited for the next chapter. And that was the first chapter of a manga that Toriyama intended to only be about 10 to 12 chapters that ended up becoming a shonen battle manga phenomenon. And that was Dragon Ball.
How do you
Hmm.
know that? Did Toriyama say that himself?
I can see into the future. Very cool.
Yeah. It wasn't like characters are kind of iconic looking, I would say. They're
Satanic.
I said iconic looking. Like their designs are really good. Boma especially pretty cute girl design. Um Goku was kinda had they had kinda had a funny dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of quiet panels at the beginning. You're showing like characters' actions like him fishing with his tail and stuff like that. Which is surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Some pretty good action panels at the beginning. But I always felt like the second half feels a little awkward. Like the
Oh,
pterodactyl villain, like even when
oh
I
yeah,
saw the anime,
it
it
just
just
kind of like
feels a
comes
little like
quickly, right?
no, it just feels a little like not as it's exciting or as like dramatic as it could be. Like, what am I? Is this? It doesn't feel like a really threatening thing for them to overcome in the first chapter. It just feels like a little underwhelming. Like,
Yeah, like
where is this
it's a
going?
pterodactyl.
Yeah, this pterodactyl
And
was
a lot
rad.
of wait, sorry to cut you. I'll let you finish. But like a lot of like early chapters, like it's just like the pterodactyl, the bear with sword,
Yeah,
like
stuff like that.
the
Yeah,
wolf with scar in his eye, and like like a switchblade. Like and it's kind of like that until we get up to Oolong and then Yamcha. Like,
yeah, it's a little underwhelming as far as like the threat of it. And
mm,
but I mean, other than that, it was. I'm trying to think of like if I didn't know this was Dragon Ball, if it was a random chapter, how good would I think this was alone?
I
Uh,
think if I never saw the series and I just read it as a standalone, and I like if in my modern lens, if I knew like this was a series from the '80s, I would just like say, oh, this is like a fun little
yeah.
first chapter of a '80s shonen, and I'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
I would have to see where it goes. I'd be mildly curious.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
I'd
this
Just
is
be
like
this is
mildly
like
curious.
let me just keep reading and see what happens because like a lot of like '80s type shonen, like
This is very
I'm more
similar
open to
to,
like I'm more open to like reading a couple and like because it goes fast and it doesn't like get too crazy. So like I would like read a group of chapters and see where it go from there. And with Dragon Ball specifically, the next few chapters is basically just it's a Bulma testicle joke in the second chapter. Basically, that's all it is. And then it goes from that to like to Oolong, and then from Oolong to Yamcha, and then from Yamcha to a rabbit, and then from a rabbit to eventually Pilaf within the first like 12 chapters. So I think from that alone, it's just like, yeah, this is just like a fun adventure series. And overall, like the first arc itself is like it's cute, and it ends with the Goku turning into a great ape, and then eventually splitting off. Oh no, wait, I'm forgetting about the inclusion of Master Roshi. He shows up and gives Goku the cloud, and then eventually, yeah, the dude mountain busts a flame mountain and
the
gets like
mountain
really
bus.
buff and does Kamehameha. That was also the first arc. Yeah, so yeah, the first arc was pretty solid.
I was talking about just the first chapter, then, right? First chapter.
What happened?
We talking about the entire first arc or the first chapter?
Oh no, I'm saying like I'm thinking about like if I just like read the first like
Oh, okay.
few chapters, like if I would like it, I'm thinking about it like as I'm remembering. I'm like, no, this I probably would get into because like the first arc was actually pretty damn solid. Like the more I think
No,
about
but
it, this first chapter itself, like it's fine. It's one of those things where like
There's a lot of world building that's surprising.
oh,
a
There's a
lot of
lot of like world building and like explanations of like, oh, this is how the Dragon Balls work. This is how
yeah.
this
So
works. This is the way
it's a
this
lot of
works.
things that like leave room for like let me see where this goes. Let me see where that
Mhm.
goes. What would you what would you say about comparing a first chapter from this time in manga compared to like now where it seems like they're trying to go so out of their way to hook you so much in the first chapter compared to here where like it seems like they're really just kind of just being a little more whimsical and it feels like they're not writing with urgency, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like the person telling the story is just kind of writing his own thing and going with the flow where like now it feels like they're writing with like so much weight on like I feel like mangakas are writing with so much weight on their shoulders like the pages scream out like please let this be a hit, like please read me, please like this, like even from like a series like Boku no Hero or like what we just read with Demons Plan, like you get that sense from like reading this like they're trying really hard to like be a
not to
blockbuster
get
movie.
canceled. They don't want to
Yeah,
get canceled that fast. Yeah.
yeah. So my point is like how do you think that compares? Because it's like they don't like series in like the at this time like with Dragon Ball's time, it doesn't like whether or not they grab you in the first chapter. It
Well,
seems like they're just kind of writing their story,
No,
whereas
no, no,
now
no,
it's
no, no.
like
I mean, like,
I think it's a couple things. I think it's a couple things. First of all,
no, I'm uh-huh,
Dragon Ball didn't start out super popular to begin with, so people even at the
mm-hmm.
time were not like super impressed by this first chapter. Like Doctor
yeah.
Slump,
It's like it's
like
just something that
it didn't start as popular as Doctor Slump.
it,
It had become like a hit, from what I remember. So it
it became popular in the first tournament arc.
yeah, the first tournament arc is when it hit there. Other than that, it was still on like it could have been canceled before that if it
Mm-hmm.
weren't for that tournament arc. So this wasn't like it's not like people were like blown away by the very first chapter of Dragon Ball. If anything, it was probably
Exactly.
disappointing after Dr. Slump, which I feel like Dr. Slump might have a better first chapter than Dragon Ball. They're more interesting hook at the beginning.
Isn't
Possibly. I don't
isn't
remember what. I
Raleigh
don't remember
isn't
what. I
Raleigh
don't.
like a planet buster?
Dr.
She punched the
Arale?
planet and broke it in half.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Arale? No,
Yeah,
I
planet
think
buster.
Arale's the the first Doctor Slump chapter. It's kind of similar to this, but I think it sets up the
Where
character.
it's a diminutive, like whimsical, like small person, like just being like outrageously like powerful and
Yeah. It's similar to Dragon Ball in general, but I think that it sets up the characters a little bit better, and this one sets up the world and maybe the like
Long
tone a
ass
little
nigga.
bit better because this is a lot
Mhm.
more world building.
Mhm.
But
Do you remember the crossover with Slump and Dragon Ball?
yeah. That's,
That was
that
funny.
makes sense. But yeah,
Freaking
I actually
really,
have
really
the
creepy.
first volume of
What
Doctor
happened?
Slump. I actually have the first volume of Doctor Slump in front of me, so I
That's
remember it
dope.
pretty well.
I
Um,
don't I don't remember I don't remember much from the first chapter of Slump. I remember there's like a page like either like on the chapter page itself or like one of the early pages of the volume before the chapter start of like of the Doctor Senbei like stretching his mouth looking at his teeth or something like that.
yeah, it's like a goofy opening
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Him
Or,
like
or I think it's
building.
like a shot of like Aurelie like pulling his mouth or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
And I
him
know like in
building
the
him
early
and stuff.
pages like he's like trying to like construct her body.
Yeah, and she keeps like messing with him or something like that. But yeah, at this time I don't, and also I don't think it's just that Dragon Ball is not trying to. It's starting to hook you. I think it is starting off more like it's focusing more on like just gags. That's why
Hmm.
it probably feels a little bit like it's taking its time because it's not trying to be. There's action elements in it, but it's not trying to be like this exciting action movie at this point. It's not trying to
Hmm.
wow you with like anything
Like,
too
oh my
dramatic.
god.
Yeah, it's a lot more
Mm.
about like just setting up the little gags like the Bulma wetting herself and like Goku
It's
being
like
stupid.
it's like setting up its world for this little adventure and in the process of doing that telling jokes like
Yeah, so it's more focused on like creating like gags between the characters, so it's kind of like take its time because it's not really as heavily focused on action at this point.
hmm
So
hmm
I think that gives it a chance to breathe a lot more. I think most shonen battle manga are not like if they're gonna have like a battle manga tone to them, they're gonna really focus on the action. Like they cannot skimp on the action nowadays. So it's not like it. Dragon Ball isn't in that era where there's an influence to
and
be Dragon Ball Z-ish yet. So
yeah and also like another big difference a guy noticed like first chapters in mangas weren't that long back then compared to now like now they're like they just go on
Yeah,
and on and on and
yeah,
on like they're like
every chapter.
50, 60 pages,
Yeah,
70
yeah, but
pages.
even One Piece's first chapter was 50 something, 50 some pages, 60 some pages.
Yeah, I think the change happened maybe somewhere in the mid 90s where like first chapter starting to get like kind of long.
Yeah, because people want to actually
this actually feels short. This was like half a
introduce. Yeah,
chapter.
yeah.
What
Actually, if
this
you look,
Dragon Ball one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Dragon Ball chapters in general are short. Dragon Ball chapters are like they used to be like 14 pages because it was just a gag manga and like in
yeah,
general like jump like gag mangas or have shorter chapters than other mangas because it's almost like a manga version of a comic strip. It's just like you're telling your jokes, right? But the thing
yeah.
with Dragon Ball is Toriyama got used to that schedule and Jump kind of let him keep it. So even when the series shifted, it remained a 14 page per chapter series, even to the end. So that's just something to note.
Yeah.
That's why the manga goes by like really fast. Like it just Toriyama just kind of got used to that, no matter like what type of story he was telling. And it's also funny how even though in the manga there's no separation, the first technically chapter of Z isn't like trying to be like this action blockbuster either. Like the first chapter of Z is just Raditz shows up blast this man with a gun. Piccolo senses this energy. Goku Goku reveals that he has a son, and he meets his old friends at like Kame House, and then
it was only like 19 pages. It was not. I remember reading that too. It was not that
yeah,
long.
yeah, like it basically and it just ended with this mysterious dude flying away, and he just says Kakarot, and the image it shows is baby Goku, so it's just meant to be like, whoa, Goku's name is Kakarot, like who is that Goku? Like I
Yeah.
guess it's like a cliffhanger, but there was like no actual fighting in the chapter. There was a lot of flexing. There was a lot of flexing. Uh, Raditz stood in front of Piccolo. Piccolo hit him with literally the same attack that leveled a city in the King Piccolo arc. The same blast. He blasts Raditz with it. And Raditz says, "Yeah, you did a good job of removing my leg hairs." And then like walked away and like so there's a lot of high tier flexing, but no actual fighting. So I guess it's a sign of the times, I guess, in terms of like trying to like just like wow you.
I mean, look at we just read Demon Flying, and that was like super. It wasn't super. Well, it was pretty try hard. Like
No.
it was trying to get that the
Yeah,
typical edgy, cool like
Yeah,
violence,
I'm
lots
not
of
gonna
blood.
like overly bash it up, but it does feel like the mangaka is like really trying to like make you like just
And
really be into it. But like Toriyama, like with that first Dragon Ball chapter, it felt like he was just like, man, like he's just like chilling, right? And like he's like, yeah, this is cool. If it gets
and
going and people like,
yeah.
I think
I feel
let's say we were like in the 80s. Like a
hmm
manga like Demon Flame would be way different because he wouldn't be thinking about trying to make it popular. It'd have a different concept to it.
yeah,
Red Sprite, all these other manga would not be the same. I don't believe
Wesley, what were we gonna say?
I was gonna say, I think from the way it's written, I don't feel like Toriyama felt like this was gonna be like a big hit or
He
anything.
didn't.
Like it just really felt like it doesn't even feel like he's trying as hard with like to set up things as he did with Doctor Slump.
He did.
Like
Slump was his at
he
this
did
time. The funny thing is, at some point, like Slump and Dragon Ball overlapped. Like when he was starting Dragon Ball, Slump was still his main focus, right?
yeah.
And the funny thing is like that was his main series. This was like a side thing he was doing, and if it worked on Jump, it worked, and it kind of just became a snowball effect. Like he has other comments from like the end of the second volume where he's like, "Yeah, this is fun. I think I might continue one more volume." And then by the time you get to the end of the tournament, he's like, "Wow, you guys really like this. Like, I guess I'm gonna really just focus on making Dragon Ball the best it could possibly be." And then by the time you're on like Red Ribbon Army, he's just like, "All right, I'm going full throttle with this." So. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
y'all really fuck with this, okay?
Yeah, yeah, because this feels to me like it has a lot of thought into it because Toriyama is at this time feels like he's a professional or whatever. Like he's a veteran at this point. Like he's not
Yeah,
gonna
like
even
he
if he
knows what
does
he's doing.
something a side story, he's not gonna put like he's not gonna half-ass it at all. Like he's
Yeah.
gonna put it's gonna be clean. It's gonna look good. It's gonna have like a
hmm
world set up. It's gonna have like
hmm
the defined characters. But this does feel like it feels like more of a side project. Like with Doctor
Yeah,
Stone.
yeah. It
Doctor
does.
Slump at the
This,
beginning, it feels like he's hungry, like trying to get some like a series going. Like he's
hmm
trying really hard to like set up all these things. The artwork, like every panel, you can see the
yeah,
detail and the effort. He's
yeah.
trying
And
gag after gag after gag to make it funny. This it feels
yeah,
more
yeah.
relaxed. Like he's just trying stuff out. Like,
I just went through the Slump chapter. For the first chapter, Slump was actually longer, also too. So
yeah,
this was like a kind of a side project.
yeah,
And you know what's interesting? The first full Dragon Ball arc that he made when after Slump was over, because like I said, he was doing double duty with both series, right? The first full Dragon Ball arc that came out after Slump ended was arguably the best Dragon Ball arc up until that point. And that's the tournament with Tien.
oh, he was doing both of it for that long up until the teens
Yeah,
ended. Like
yeah.
that
But that's also
long.
that's crazy. Toriyama is strong. Yo,
That's way into Dragon Ball, bro. That's like the
bro,
second
he took
turn.
two series in the top 10 of Jump sales like at the same time, bro.
He was keeping the. He was literally carrying Jump. Well,
Like
nah,
he was
this
literally
carrying Jump on his back. But nah, this
like he was.
at the same
Like, yo,
time, this was.
he said, "Yo, man, I got two heavy hitters at the same time for y'all." Yo.
He had Doctor Slump and Dragon Ball, and what else was big in Jump like around this time? Like Fist of the North Star or
I
something.
mean, Fist of the North Star and
Was
JoJo's.
JoJo's out at this point when Dragon Ball was running?
Actually,
Jojo should have been out.
no.
It was 89.
Wait,
The beginning of Dragon Ball, though.
what year did JoJo start?
I
Let
think
me
like
check. I'm
early.
telling
I
you right
think
now.
very
Jojo came
early
out.
'90s.
No, it wasn't.
I
It
think it's
was
like late 80s.
way
I think it's
before
like
that.
88, 87.
Let me check. Let me check.
It might be 80, 87, something like that. But if anything, was Phantom Blood really that popular? Like the first part of JoJo?
Probably
Phantom Blood was non popular. I think the parts people like are like part three,
no, but
5.
Yeah, at the time.
No, it's 87. Yeah, 87. It started
Okay,
before.
so
It
so
started
so then
before.
Well,
I
when did
mean,
Dragon Ball start?
no, Dragon Ball started 84. Like
89.
no,
Yeah,
Dragon Ball started 84.
yeah. So
Uh,
It was
it
84.
wasn't
so
running concurrently. Like it was
no, no, no. Like by the time Phantom Blood started, Dragon Ball
Dragon
was
Ball
basically
Z
was right.
almost. Right?
No. When Phantom Blood started in '87, Dragon Ball was like finishing up the tournament with Tien. So
Okay.
yeah, and then so yeah, for that 1984 to like 86 ish period, like Toriyama really was like the one man show carrying the magazine on his back.
Yeah. This is Dragon Ball was done way before a lot of other stuff that people compare Dragon Ball to. I guess like you have
Wait, what happened,
like
Lester?
I said, Dragon Ball was running way before a lot of stuff that people consider like its contemporaries. I guess like Yu Yu Hakusho and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's weird,
Yu Yu
but
Hakusho was
no,
like very early '90s, wasn't
no, but no, they were like contemporaries, but it's like Dragon
it?
Ball
Yeah,
started before them, like a
yeah,
decent
way
amount.
before like 4 or 5 years.
Looking at Tagashi, like, man, I've been doing this. So what's up, little man? And he's like, can I copy your battle system?
Yeah. What else? What
But when
Rurouni Kenshin was running on Dragon Ball.
Uh,
Slam Dunk, Kenshin, and Yu Yu Hakusho all started in the same year,
wasn't
and
Slam
each
Dunk
Really?
90, 94?
yes, they all did. And you know what's funny about it? The year that they started in 1990, that was like the influx. Yeah, that's a rookie class right there, yo.
Yo, the editor in chief should. I hope he was making money that year because he picked a
Yeah, he
bunch of
Yo,
was
like
rolling
all
in
he
money.
was giving him
stars,
MVP.
bro.
He's
He
a
picked a
top
bunch of
tier draft
all
guy,
stars
yo.
to bench,
That dude said, yo, this Inoue guy, I'm feeling him. Yo, man, that Tagashi kid,
bro.
I like what he does. Like,
That was a
uh,
generation of miracles in Shonen Jump.
the, yeah. So when yo man, yo Jump was taking W's, man. Dragon Ball's at the top of its like peak. Like you had Kenshin, you had Hakusho and Slam Dunk all coming at the same time. And what I was gonna say is, like in terms of contemporaries, when all those three series started, you know what Dragon Ball Z, I mean Dragon Ball was up to?
Like Boo or something at that point. Like
No, no, no,
Cell.
no. You're getting too ahead of yourself. It was on like Goku versus Vegeta in the Saiyan arc.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
So that was like a big arc though. Then. It was like
Yeah, Saiyan was like when we started to like really just like, because see, think about it, Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball had like what 9 arcs, something like that, and they're short, and then Dragon Ball, like the Z portion only has 4, but they last longer.
that was like the golden age of Jump.
It really no,
Yeah,
it genuinely was like the early to mid '90s was like a boom.
yeah.
That's why like I was telling you, that's why I was telling you like Jump was kind of forcing Toriyama to continue because it's just like. It's like, bro, this is a dream team right now. Like, don't leave Michael Jordan. Like, don't
The
go, man. Like,
generation of
we,
miracles,
we
bro.
have we have Rodman, we have Scottie
A
Pippen,
strong.
but you are Michael Jordan. Don't
No, no,
hang up the jersey. And he's like,
it's
bro, I've had
no,
my
no.
championship rings. Like,
Add Hakeem
yeah,
and and Magic Johnson to that
Yeah,
All Star team, nigga.
I remember.
bro, it's a freaking '92 Dream Team Olympics. This is
Exactly.
they're taking W's. Yeah, and that's
Even the bench is lit, nigga. You had a Fist of the North Star, Fist of the North Star in the background.
yeah. No, oh yeah, and now I think that I like numbers wise, the best selling year for Jump like ever. I think like it peaked in like 91, 92, and I'm like, yo, what was happening in 91 and 92? And I'm thinking, yo, man, like JoJo Part 3, Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza, like, bruh, you had like the early games with Slam Dunk, man. Yu Yu Hakusho, they're getting into the dark tournament, like, bruh, it's W's across the board.
I need to actually read Fist of the North Star. I don't know if I'll
Yeah,
like it though.
I still do shit. Oh, see Hans out of the shower.
Oh wait,
It's a good series.
I should probably
Oh,
fuck with
you read
what's it
it?
called?
You read it either?
Yeah, Fizz North Star's GOAT.
I should probably read what's it called?
But
Uh,
what else is there to say?
Congo Boncho just to see what the fuck this shit is about. Right? I heard grown men throw hands and that shit.
It's the ultimate hype series. But
Oh, you read
it's
it?
yeah, I read the whole thing. It's hype
Yo,
done like it's nothing more than hype, but it's like self aware of that, and it's done right because it's like It doesn't take like Tori
Wasn't
try
he?
to take itself seriously with the hype sometimes, but like it knows that like it's just being like ridiculously overly like just over the top and manly, and yeah,
It
man,
looks like this is the guy they copied
Invite
Joseph off of.
Sihan.
sure, why not? But yeah, this is one. For our next video, do you guys want to like just go random, or you kind of want to go timeline order from like 80s up until and work our way up? Like what do you guys want?
I'm about to start. I'm about to start reading Congo Bancho right now.
What other series in the 80s would you
Congo Bancho.
I would just suggest I don't know,
Yu
maybe
Yu
JoJo's
Hakusho?
chapter one of Yu Yu Hakusho next.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun.
I think I'd be too biased for that one.
Yeah, oh, you just be praising and praising because it's drastic.
I
Akira
think I would I
Congo.
think I would shed a tear while reading. I'm sorry. Like I'm be reading and I'm just gonna like every page I'm like I don't know where to go.
you should do
How do Congo?
you should have done first chapter of Dragon Ball and first chapter of Doctor Stone comparison. Like back to
Oh, it's only
back.
121 chapters.
Sure,
Let me
I'd be fun.
let me live react to Congo Bancho right now.
Well, we should do first chapter of we should do first chapter of Hunter x Hunter
You just
and
say
first
that.
chapter of Yu Yu Hakusho back to back
No,
in
no.
the
Let,
same.
let, let me let me
The
let
first
me
chapter of
let
Yu
me
Yu Hakusho stomps in my opinion.
You think so?
let me live react to the first chapter of
I
Congo
think it does. I
Bancho.
think so. At least if you compare
Congo.
anime episode one to anime episode one.
No,
In the manga,
of course. Anime.
Yu Yu
Get
Hakusho
out
stomps,
from
but in the manga, I'm not. I mean,
Yu Yu Hakusho still my son in the manga too. It
I
has
don't
a
think it's
really
fair. Like,
solid.
it's like Hunter x Hunter start is just like, yeah, like, Jing, I have a card. I'm gonna go take this test. All right, bye, gone. I'm gonna go on this boat. Like,
He
yeah.
had that encounter with the bear. And,
Oh yeah, the kite and kind of that was cool. That's funny. Oh, I actually have the first. I forgot that I actually bought the first volume of Hunter x Hunter like earlier this year on a whim,
So
and I never read it.
unusual. Woof. It's so cute.
Are you
This
reading
marks
Congo
the
Bot?
900. Yeah, right, right.
I'll skim through it while you're reading. Just for
This is so. This is about to get hype as fuck. Niggas about to get Millie Rock. This is the first chapter. Hold on. Of course, I want the
yo,
1000 to be super
this is
unique.
the perfect. This is the perfect Kevin series.
Mhm.
I'll just say
You're making it seem like I'm some kind of hype monger, nigga.
Kevin will love Congo Punch.
Hmm.
This man is strong. He has professional artwork.
Yo, this nigga looks like he can body bag niggas.
Congo
What's
Bancho is so much better than Anatsu no Taizai. It's not even funny. Like,